description. Read it out. Everyone done? Yes, no, guys, have you done? Okay. So I'll also give you the simple description of it. We all know that every power plant, okay, has certain factors on which it works. Okay. And every time, every company, who those who are working or those who are maintaining those power plants wants to achieve higher power generation, okay, in the next time. So the same thing happen here also. So we have a power generating plant which is working with 4 major factors. Okay, now what are the factors? We have temperature, ambient pressure, relative humidity, and exhaust vacuum. These are the factors we have on which the power output depends. So what we need to do here in this data, we need to predict, okay, we need to predict the power output for the next year. Getting my point? What we need to do? We need to predict the power output for the next year. Clear? Yes or no? Right. So how we are going to start? What are the approach? Okay. I'm not I'm not here discussing the working method. I am just showing you how easy it is to work in Python. Okay, we are understanding the easiness. So see how to start on it. These are the steps that we will take. First, we will gather the information. We will take the domain knowledge. We will gather the data. Then we will do the cleaning of the data. Means if we have some missing values, the missing values means when we don't have values available in a particular cell. Then we do the missing value check of that. If there are duplicates, we will rectify them. We will remove them. Okay. Then we will check some abnormal values called outliers. Okay. We will check for them. Then we will work, remove them as well. Then 2 things we will do, that is called feature extraction and feature engineering. Okay. Feature extraction means extracting important variables from the data, and selection means select only relevant one. First, we will extract the features, okay, and then select from those extracted the relevant one. Right? After that, we do the pre-processing task. Pre-processing means making your data relevant for the algorithm. Means we know that we can't apply algorithm on raw data. We can't apply algorithms on text data. So either you need to convert raw data into useful data or text data to numerical data. So that comes under the pre-processing part. Then apply the machine learning algorithm, whatever algorithm you want, according to the data. Then analyze the performance, how your model is working, how your algorithm is working. Then tune it, okay? Then train your model, deploy it, and monitor the performance. So this is how you can take a approach for working with any of the data. Getting my point? Yes or no? Okay. So what we are going to do, how to start working. So first of all, we will import all the libraries. So using the import method here, right? This one, that import method. Import method, we are importing the NumPy to work on numbers, pandas to work with file, matplot and seaborn for the visualization. NP, PD, PLT, SNS. This is the short form that I am defining for the all the libraries here. Now, the data set name is combined cycle power plant. So I'm imported that. I have imported that as well. Okay, using the pandas library, that is PD. And here, if I check the shape means how many rows and columns are there. So here I can see that there are 9,568 rows are there and 5 columns. So my data looks like this. So we have some record for temperature. We have some record for exhaust, ambient pressure, relative humidity, and last, this energy output. This is the dependent variable which we need to predict. And the rest 4 are called the independent variables. Correct? The rest 4 are called independent variable. Means these 4 affects the energy output. Okay? Independent variables affect the energy output. Getting my point? Okay. After that, first what we will do, as I told you, that we will check for the duplicate, we will check for the null values. Okay, so here I have uh, converted all the columns to the list. Okay, that is temperature, exhaust vacuum, ambient pressure, relative humidity, and energy output. Converting all of that to a list. Now, after that, first I have dropped the duplicates. Now, when I executed this method, drop duplicates, so I can see that there are 9,527 rows are there. Previously, it was 9,568. So 68 and 27. What's the difference? 38, 41, right? 41. So means 41 rows are duplicate here. Correct? Yes or no? So that is the reason we have to check whether our data set consists of any duplicate value or not. If it is, we will drop them, otherwise we will carry on. After dropping the duplicates, we will check the null value, means if there are any blank values there or not. So we can see that there is no blank value because we are getting 0 for everyone, means there is no blank value available in the data right now. So my data is perfectly fine right now. Okay, for the EDA. EDA means the first diagnosis of your data. Okay, EDA consists of exploratory data analysis. So in the EDA, basically we generate the graphs, we understand the type of data, understand the behavior of the data, the distribution of the data. So here I am designing the histogram for every column. Okay, so if I create, you can see that histogram look like for every of the column. So this is the temperature histogram. Then we have exhaust vacuum histogram. Okay, and ambient pressure is there, relative humidity is there. So these are the type of histogram we can create. Now histogram is only gives you the frequency of data, but if you need to compare, we require a scatter plot. So here we are comparing every independent variable with the dependent variable. So for that purpose, we are using the scatter plot. Now, if you see, when I am increasing the value of temperature, the energy is going down. See, for the lowest temperature, we have highest energy. And when we are increasing the temperature, the energy is going down. Means it a negative relationship between here, between the temperature and the energy output. Similarly, we can find the relationship among other variables as well. Correct? Yes or no? Okay. Okay. So just like this, we do the comparison of every variable here. Okay. This is a heat map again for the correlation, that how much every variable is correlated or related with each other. Right. So that is what correlation is all about. Then we go for creating the train and test data set. So what we do, we separate the dependent variable from the independent one. Okay, because model only takes independent variable and dependent variable in a test format. So we generate the train and test data set here. Okay, that is train and test. Train data is to create the model, and test is to check the testing, means check the accuracy of the data. Okay, how much your model is working, how accurate your model is working. For that purpose, we use the test data. Getting my point? Yes or no? Right. Correct. 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 And at the end, you can see here that we have created a linear regression model. Okay, because it is the simplest model for the prediction. So it's a linear regression model we have created. And at the end, you can see that my model is working 93% efficiency. Means my model is predicting the value of energy output with an accuracy of 93%. Right? Now, what is this? How this algorithm is working and all, that is purely mathematical. So we will talk about this when we start with the course. Okay. What is coefficient, what is intercept, how to calculate this coefficient and intercept. That is totally a mathematical part, mathematical calculation. I'm not going to that one right now. So this is a simple approach. This is a simple example of machine learning, okay, that you can understand. Now, let's have a Q&A. session. So if you have any question or doubt, you can go ahead. If anyone have any question or doubt, guys, you can go ahead. Okay, so how many participants are there? 45 participants are there. I hope you guys got few of the relevant information in this session. Okay. How many of you are actually interested to make a career as a data scientist? What is sampling? Urmila, understand, sampling is a term which we used in part of hypothesis testing. So it's a basically a method to select the sample from the population. That is what sampling is. So there are multiple type of sampling. Is random sampling is there, stratified sampling is there. Okay, so that is what sampling. Difference between long format data and wide format data. Can you be more clear about your question, Biplav? Generally, see, uh, wide format is basically we use in report generation type of tools, right? But if you talk about the long format, uh, it's kind of image data, in which we have pixels which are highly dense. That is what long format data is all about. What is the significance of p-value? P-value is a standard on which we can, you can say, accept or reject the null hypothesis. Okay, so we have 90% and 95% and 99% confidence level. So according to that, significant level changes, and then we can accept or reject the null hypothesis on the basis of that. What debugging tools are available in Python IDEs, and how can they help me as a beginner? There is not such a debugging tool is available, right? You have to be careful while doing the code in the Python, right? How can we classify data set? Uh, Classify data set. See, if in the problem statement, if it is given that you have to predict, means it comes under the supervised data. If it is given that you have to do the clustering, then it goes into the unsupervised. What is logistic regression? Logistic regression is basically a algorithm which we use for the classification purpose. Comes under the supervised part. It works on the sigmoid function and all. Differentiate between data science and data analytics. Data science, you can see, um, uh, 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 um, data analysis or data analytics is uh, only restrict to the analysis part. But if I talk about data science, there you will deal with machine learning, you will deal with clustering, you will deal with time series, NLP, everything. Okay, but in data analysis, you are not going to do that. What are the main challenges in working with big data? Big data is totally different format. Okay, totally different tools are available. Hadoop is there, right, for the big data. Means where you distribute your data into the chunks, and that chunk are going to uh, processed by different systems, and then we will merge it to generate a single report. That is time series. So there you will generate the model like Arima, Serimax, Verma, that kind of model we generate in time series. Anyone else? Okay, so that is all for my side for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, right? Emerging technology in the field of data science. Sachin, I shown every industry, right? We're working in this field right now, have the roles and uh, yes, few hotspot if I talk about e-commerce domain, e-commerce market, finance sector, healthcare sector, your this what we call as automation part. Okay, that are some hotspots. Okay, so that is all for my side for today. Have a good day, guys. Goodbye.